Hello, hello, hello. Hi, everyone. Hi. Good afternoon. This is Midday Musings because I wasn't sure if I was going to have a guest today. Here I am. I'm doing a solo today and looking forward to tomorrow. Tomorrow, I hopefully will have a special guest that I'm really looking forward to. Um, the none other than Diane Eddix, aka Marisa. So we've been trying to work our schedules together, and hopefully tomorrow she'll be on. So really looking forward to that. I know she has a lot of great input. She's been around for many, many years and has a lot to say. So looking forward to chatting with Diane Eddix tomorrow. So here we are. Hi, everybody. We've got Mark Torrey. Hey, Mark. RSM. Hello, hello. Cats, Bats, and Flowers. Hi. Purple Groovy. Hey, Purple Groovy. Haven't seen you in a little bit. Rhonda W. Hello, hello. And Mark Torrey again. Hey. Tina. Hello. Destiny. Sin. Hey, Simply Good. Good to see you. Miss Kim. Hello, hello. Shannon Lee. Hi, Janet from Another Planet. Unstable datum. Marilyn, I'm retiring this steel bills. Why? Oh boy, I'm still gonna call you steel bill. All right. Well, what do I gotta call you? Unstable? Unstable date. UD UD. Oh, come on, steel bill. Don't play with me like that. We got Tina McBride. Hey, Mastiff Mom, great to see you. Stay Spiria, hippie chick. Hello, hello. I'm just going it down it quickly, and I'll go back and say hi to some more people because I was corrected, and I agree with this. I had some, hey, George, good to see you. I had some constructive criticism that I was spending too much time love bombing and greeting everyone. And some people on the replay, I totally understand that because if you're on the replay, you don't want to hear tons of greetings, but Cooler by the Lake, Kim Hall, Michelle, Denise, Jane Doe. Hi, everybody. I can't help it. It's like it's not purposely love. Well, maybe it is. I just feel it. I feel the love bombing. I like to say hi to you all. So yeah, so here we are. I will later on. I've got some things to say and to bounce off of you all because I like to get your input. So I have some serious things to talk about, but also I did have some pictures to show you from you all, from viewers, and I chose the first, I don't know, one, two, three, four, five, first five people that sent me things and two pictures each, because otherwise we'd be here all day. But I will go back and see who I missed. And if you want to send me pictures of crafts that you do, pictures of your fur babies, of your scaly reptile babies, of your fin babies, of your arachnid, what are those called? Arachnid, spider babies, snake babies, any babies. You can send me pictures. And I love seeing the crafts. I love seeing anything. You want to send me a picture of, I don't know, any, well, not anything, but you know what I mean. Anything that's interesting that's rated G or PG. So, anyways, so that happened. Speaking of Speaking of not rated G, I got a new mug to show you with our friend Rodney. I hope I don't get in trouble for showing this, but it says Rodney the Goldenrod. So, yes, I haven't actually watched myself drink out of it, so it's really funny. And then I have Triple C. Yep, Triple C. That's my logo. So, that's in the merch shop. Shameless plug. And there's a spatula mug, and there are Fleaboard Warriors merch as well. So, thank you, Destiny. You can love bomb me anytime. That is good to know. Good to know. Hey, Amy Lee SP. Hi, Marilyn. Just sat down for my 2-hour layover. All right. Good timing. Excellent. Yes, this is about an hour and a half later than I usually do. But We got Trisha G, my pit bull wears pajamas. I love it. Super Pop, hey, Super Pop. Kim White, hello. I think I already said hi to Sippy Chick. Oh, Sippy Chick. Hippie Chick 69. I was trying to say it all together. You love the love. Awesome. Because I do feel it. Rodney is so cute. Yeah, just he just have such a he just makes me happy looking at him. He's got that cute little smile. Let's see. I think he's in the other room. I'm working on some more. So yeah. I think you can see his husband, Raymond, Raymond, the rainbow rod. Yeah. That's what I was thinking too. I was like, oh, anyways, I hadn't actually seen myself take a sip out of it, but I don't know. I think it's even funnier. I think it's even funnier. So it's like, wow. Okay, I'm gonna start some things. Going rogue. Good morning from LA. Yeah, LA. That's where all the action is, right? All the action's in LA. Oh, sorry. I went to Suzanne. Hello, hello. Ren listens. No, I'm like, should I take a sip? Why not? Oh my goodness. We have way too much fun here. Maya, hello, hello. Cinderella, hi. I don't know how I can get serious after this, guys. All right. All right, shake that off. So, why don't we stand by for a sip of water? Yes, that mug is the mug is everything. Yeah. When is Rodney going to get a live stream of his musings? Oh boy. We'll definitely have to put a hat on him. Oh my goodness. Oh, there we go. If you get a snarky comment in the chat, just respond by taking a sip. Yeah, and that's what I think about that. Definitely. Oh, I do have one. There's a tumbler and then there's like a water bottle that you take to the gym. Yeah, those are on there too in the merch store. Oh, all right, you got Donna. Hey Donna. We got Goofy Newfie Mom. Hello all caught alive. Yay, happy day. Great to see you. Oh, these are going kind of fast. Cinderella just left. Oh, what is it? DOA stands for something with ants. Defender of Ants, is that it? Defender of Ants dancing on the street in a squirrel costume. Oh my god, I gotta look at that later. That's great. Great. Oh, hello, Clearwater Chat. Great to see you. Yeah. I want to be able to say that name. Asa Asunk? I'm not sure. Asen K? Asen K? Ison K? I'm not sure. You have to send me an email so I can pronounce it right. A bit late to the party. The first thing I see is Marilyn with a Rodney mug. Hey Marilyn. Hello. Greetings from Germany. Yes. Steve Spiria. Oh my god. Yes, I'll be getting that. Then I can take Rodney everywhere. Exactly. Take him to the gym. Yeah. Defender of Ants. Thank you. That's what I thought. Ren listens. Thank you. Hello, Joe Spring. Great to see you. Hello, hello. Yeah. Oh no. Bridget, here's Marilyn got sad news. Luna, the houseplant died. I'm sorry. Well, it happens many times to me. Um, like I said, there's this place called Plant Connector near me, and that's when I started to collect these plants. I'm more of a plant collector, but they practically hold your hand. Like you go into the plant store and they give you like a little card, like 1 through 4, and they ask you like a questionnaire and they like match you with plants and they like tell you exactly how to take care of them. So I pretty much water these on Saturday. The aloe plant in the middle, I just give it a tiny little bit because I was overwatering it. It was turning like yellow. And so I almost killed that. And then the spider plants are, you just kind of soak them a little bit every week. And then the one that's kind of sticking up, maybe one of these days I'll put a table next to me and kind of show them to you. But there's like a ponytail plant, a rubber plant, and some other, I'm not sure what the rest of them are. So, and I got like some tiny cactuses. I don't think you can see them. So, hey, Liz Ferris, great to see you. Hey, lady, good to see you in the morning. Yes, good to see you. It is still morning for you. Nice. Yeah, it's 12:42 here. Oh my God, Pokey and Rodney were having a ball the other day. Pokey. Hey, who else we got? Lexi. Yeah, just put yours up. All right. So remind me, guys, because I definitely want to put those pictures that were sent to me. I'll do as many as I can. And oh, there's Half. Hey, girl. I guess I should come on later because the gang's all here today. Great to see you all. Yeah, so they save plants by matching them with the right human. Yes, it's like adoption. It is. That's hilarious. Thanks, Sophia. That was great. So, yes, hi. My offering to you today, my little talk, heart to heart, um, is kind of twofold. It does intertwine in some ways, but I want to talk about flying monkeys. And I, of course, usually when something pops into my mind, I think all the thinks and feel all the feels about it. And then I usually look it up, you know, and it pretty much was like what I thought it was, as far as like looking it up online. And it's basically, especially if you're talking about cult or narcissistic abuse, coercive control, things like that. Often the people who inflict that on others, on their victims, will use other people, flying monkeys, to do their dirty work, if you will. And you see it in the Wizard of Oz, right? And so I was thinking about this. I was fielding a bunch of phone calls, emails, messages, more phone calls. And I wasn't on yesterday and I almost didn't come on today. I've had, tons of things going on. Not only, in real life, my own family and my doggy got fixed. And, I've been trying to make sure he's okay. A lot of other things going on in real life, right? But also, this is real life too, because I really care about the survivors of Scientology. And that's really my focus right now. Um, Even more so than being on the front lines, fighting the actual Scientology. But I'm seeing some crap going on that kind of just goes like, I don't know, carries over to actually how the survivors are being treated. So I just want to bring up a couple of things. If anyone has been listening to the streams that have been last night and this morning, last night I was watching literally Michael, as in literally Serge's husband, and he was talking about fair game, and he brought up an anonymous text thread that said that someone who had been on Natalie's channel, Natalie Webster, I think her channel is Life After a Cult, and she's usually on in the morning, which she was on this morning. I guess she had this person on who had been a protester in LA, and I believe they're never in Scientology. I know some people don't like that term, but anyways, so he was showing the thread and reading it, and someone anonymous was trying to convince them never to be on Aaron's channel on growing up in Scientology, that it would ruin their life. They were, kind of sticking up for Scientology in a way, like, have you ever actually practiced it? Do you know anything about it? And was just trying to gaslight the person basically and telling them what to do and trying to pressure them to get Natalie to take down the interview that they did with Natalie. So Natalie came on this morning and she was just like paraphrasing, but oh hell no. Oh hell no. Um, okay, some people are weighing in on that. Yes, please hit the like button. I don't even know if I have a mod today. Um, I might have to see if I can add one more that is available during the day. We'll see. We'll see. Um, okay. Keep that in mind. All right. Sorry, I'm just putting some things up. Um, sorry about that guy. I hate the silence. Um, Sophia, emotionally bound enforcers. That's a good way to put it. Definitely. Hey, Stephanie, great to see you. Good afternoon. Good to see you. And Casillas, good to see you. Oh, yeah. Hugs for Liz. Yes. Yes, Liz. If anyone hasn't seen, I don't want to cry. I don't want to bring it up, but Liz Ferris's stream from last night, very emotional. And all of our love goes out to you, Liz. You've had one hell of a week, one hell of a go at it in the last month or two. So sending you lots of love, definitely. And text me. Text me back. Love you. Oh, we're saying hi to Chad, Clearwater Chad. Yeah. Oh, yes, I was gonna bring that up too. Um, Ren thank you, Ren listens. Defender of ants quote to LAPD when they were harassing him, "Do I need a lawyer? Can I just leave?" LAPD said, "No," and yes. Yeah, you don't need a lawyer, just leave. But they're flying monkeys too, aren't they? They're flying monkeys for Scientology. It's just ridiculous. Totally ridiculous. And so, yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about. Um, sorry, my daughter keeps messaging me and I can't silence it. Just joking around with her mama, which I love. Hey, Tamber June, great to see you. Hello, hello. Mandy me. No confirmation, but I think the texts were to Mindy. That could be. Yeah, that makes sense. It could be. Defender advances that big blue in a flying squirrel suit. Yeah, can't wait to see it. Alice and Alice Wonderland. Hello, hello. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. Let me just text my daughter and tell her I'm live. Sorry. I'm live, darling. Mm, sorry, guys. Housekeeping. Housekeeping. There we go. Okay. Hey, blow drill. Hey there. It never ceases to amaze me the lengths they'll go. I know. It's unbelievable. And they just don't seem to change their, playbook. It's just crazy. Sorry about that, guys. Gotta mute my little girl for a little while. Love you, honey, but she must be on her lunch break. That's what it is. Sorry, guys. She's on her lunch break in the lab, so and she colors and texts me during her lunch. I tricked her. I have a different schedule today. Yeah. Free Bob Ferris. That's right. That's right. Free Bob Ferris. Yeah, it's just ridiculous. I mean, doesn't that show you guys that it's a cult because it's just super culty what they do, and it's just so, it's just so low, you know? Oh, we got some oh, you feeling low today, Creepy B5? Feeling a little droopy? I'm sorry, I have not made the dirty stay-ups all week so far. I've just been so tired. I think I said hi one night, but 2 o'clock is when I definitely turn into a pumpkin, not midnight. Um, I think Aaron will be all over doing this interview now. Yeah, I know. I know, but Flo Drill, are you still in here? Do you think they do you think they want her to do an interview with him or they don't? I don't know if it's like because it just seems like it's opposite day. I don't know, like telling her not to is probably gonna make her wanna do it. I don't know. And I guess they wouldn't want her to do it, but it just doesn't make a lot of sense to me. I just don't know. Yeah, it's just really confusing. And I want to get your input. If you've ever dealt with the flying monkey situation because, I feel like lately, not only myself, but several of my fellow creative friends have been dealing with that kind of flying monkey thing. Um, I had shared with you last week about, having, like, my phone being blown up by someone who was just basically telling me over and over and over and over and over and over and over that I needed to be more discreet and that I really needed to stop speaking, in public, stop naming names, and stop speaking out. And basically, when I have been doing that, it's been for the in defense of the, survivors that are having issues. Now my husband's blowing up my phone. Sorry, guys. I really would I really would shut it off. I probably should, but I'm always afraid to because I don't want something to happen. So, hey, Izzy E, good to see you. Hello, hello. Yeah. So, I guess it's been hard because, I was looking this up too about different types of tactics that flying monkeys would use, right? And things that uh, they would want to um, try to get you to do their bidding, to get you to either be quiet or to like in this case of this text, to not do something or to tell someone else to do something and trying to appeal to them, right? It could be love bombing, be like, "Oh, you're so smart. You're such an amazing person. I just want to help you. I just want to protect you. Don't go on the channel and ruin your life." Or, "Oh, don't do this," or, "I'm your friend," or just pretend to be your friend, right? If that doesn't work, sometimes there's threats, right? There's like, "Yeah, this will happen to you if you do this." And that's a threat. It's a veiled threat, but it's still a threat, you know? So that also, coupled with a little bit of intimidation, some fear tactics, start, I'm gonna start some things. Yeah. Okay. I'm I'm going up, so the starring is probably gonna be backwards, guys. Okay, blow drill. I'm not up on the situation, to be honest. I'll go look at Nats. Yeah. Yeah, it's probably for I think she talks about the Grant Cardone situation and, victim shaming, about Grant Cardone's wife, and then I think she got into that, what happened, last night. So, just going down. Okay. Sorry, guys. Just wanna make sure. Triangulation? What do you mean by that? Do you mean like like a third party kinda thing? I'll send you a link and you can come on and explain it, Dylan. Just kidding. I mean, if you wanted to, of course. But yeah, if you can give me, a little more. I could look it up, but alright. Anyway, Defender of Ants really takes Tori Magoo's advice to heart. I love her. Oh my god, she's a doll. Have fun while protesting. I saw she's doing lives again. I'm there for it. I'm so excited. Yeah, she is great. She is definitely one of the total OGs. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to go through. You guys have a lot to say. Wow. Okay. Awesome. I'm gonna nothing worse. I'm just starting a whole ton of stuff. All right. Someone singing Purple Rain. Okay. Let's see. Oh my goodness. Okay, I have 15 start. Let's go through these as quick as we can because I can pick up more. Okay. Stay Spearia, maybe you could add a timestamp for when the video starts after the greetings, then those on replay could skip if they wanted like a bit of Maryland love bombing personally. Yeah, I'll have to figure out how to do like chapters. That's a good idea. I know Aaron does that. I've noticed that. Martha Simons. Tonight, Laura FM and Surge debut on a song called So Suppressive, scheduled on Laura FM. Oh my God. Oh, that's awesome. Can't wait. Can't wait. Unstable Dan. I'm sorry. I can't stop calling you CO Bilf. They seemed desperate when they started doing Paulette Cooper level stuff again. Maybe that will finally get the FBI's attention. I know. I just it scares me. It's like I mean, I'm not definitely not gonna suggest they stop, but definitely to be careful, take caution. And I know that they are, but yeah. I hope it doesn't, get as far as it did with Paulette Cooper. But yeah, I I I live for the day when they just get enough attention, enough gathering of information where they can just do another raid, you know, of some of this evidence that's building up. Ren listens, you have every right to speak out. Your perspective of cult mindset from a different cult is quite eye opening. Thank you. Appreciate that. Lexi Evans, my question is if she was never in and only protesting, why are they so concerned about her doing an interview? What info does this person have? I have no idea. I don't know. Um, I guess maybe they don't want her defending or supporting um, the survivors. I'm not really sure at all. Amy Lee SP, I think Scientology is getting rattled because the ex-science are making allies with never-ends and protesters. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. The force is growing and they can't stop it. Nope, they can't stop it at all. Yeah. Mastiff Mom, Missy, the message is probably from the lady that assaulted Mindy, in my opinion. Could be, yeah. Yeah, A Sun K. Comment about Scientology doing the same thing again and again. Insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results. Albert Einstein. Absolutely. Yep. Absolutely true. And they don't change their tactics because of the quote technology of LRH, right? What would Ron do? Something really dumb, actually. Cinderella Way. Mindy is a teacher and is a mandatory reporter. She is a big deal and they know it. Oh, I think I would leave her alone. Yeah, that's a good point. Saying Kate, they're threatened, so they will try anything, even just trying to confuse people. That is an excellent, excellent point. I'm gonna write that down because I have a little list going. Confuse. And we don't mean the confusion as in the lowest state of the lower conditions. Yeah, that is a really good point because I've gotten phone calls from people that are, and this isn't even directly against Scientology itself, like not the protesters, but people that are advocating for survivors. And I'll get into that in a few minutes about that front. That are just being confused, getting half truths, misinformation. Yeah, it is confusing. And I guess I would say when and if that happens to you, I would just take a step back, you're I would also follow your gut and your instinct because it's almost never wrong. And also just, you don't have to just because someone asks you a question or says something to you, you don't necessarily have to respond right away. You can think about it or you don't have to respond at all. It's totally up to you, you know. Um I like to, just kind of gather information, and then form my own opinion. And I share my opinions with you guys, but I also like to hear your opinions. And yeah, things can change. And I'm gonna write that down too. I had something that I've been saying over and over and over. I've changed my mind about. So, and I'm gonna share that with you. And we all have a right to change our mind, right? When we get more information or we've thought about things more, we can change our minds about things too. It's up to us because we're free thinkers. We're not in a cult. Martha Simons, nothing is worse than being abused in or being in a cult. OSA is lame. Yes, OSA is lame. I agree. From a Paul, hey Brian, great to see you. Mindy is such a sweetheart. I bet whoever is targeting her thinks that Mindy is a weak link. And that's another good point too. That's another good point. I'm gonna write that down. Week. How about low hanging fruit? Yeah, yeah. Yeah, a sweet school teacher. Um, and a middle aged crochet lady, whatever. Right? They think they could just pick us off. Exactly. And but they got another thing coming, right? Hey, Blue Nanona, great to see you. Welcome. What would Doug do? Yeah, instead of what would Ron do, right? What would Doug do? I don't know. I can't pretend to speak for Doug. I only knew him a short time, probably 6 months, but I talk to him regularly, and I think he would just knowing what I know about things he said and things he shared that he he would want people to speak their truth, He would want people to do what they felt they should do and to not hold back, not, worry about what anyone might think, There's a lot of armchair critics that are saying that, the people on the front lines are doing the wrong thing, but as Aaron has said on a stream with me about a week or 2 ago, yeah, then do what you think, you know, do do you, right? And, if you think you can do it better, you know? Go for it. Go for it. But, yeah, I think, that Doug would be happy that people are, rising up and talking about things and asking questions. And, finally, or again, because it's happened before, there has been, like, protests and kinda, new, life breathed into this movement that's been going on for a long time. It's not just, started with the dawn of SPTV. It's been going for decades, and, what comes to mind is, the whole anonymous thing. They were never-ins that, helped, protest. And, our friend Marisa, Diane Eddix, hopefully we'll get her on tomorrow and, we'll talk about that because I know she was involved in that as well. I have some questions for her. Oh, Sophia, the "If You're Just Dainty and Needy Enough, Men Won't Cheat on You" bit by Elena Cardone, made me throw up a little in my mouth. Yeah, that's just gross. I agree. Susan P. Hey, Susan. Joe, I think so too. They're trying to scare kids big time into quitting. Yep. Intimidation. Absolutely. So I'm going to go back up and see if I missed some things. If you believe a science fiction writer, that's right. Formula for confusion is to find out where you are. I really want to learn about that, not because I'm trying to join or trying to do it, but it's just very interesting to me to study some of the doctrine, if you will, and to compare it to other cults as well. So, all right, I am yes, we all adore Tori. She's amazing. Her videos back in the early YouTube days are the reason I didn't fall for it. Nice, when Scientology tried to get me interested. Yeah, see? So she saved many people, I'm sure, but that's great. Okay, here we go. Lone Dinosaur 13. Triangulation. A person will often pull a third neutral party who they can sway to their side, and the person they are in disagreement with is common MPD tactic. That makes sense. Okay. So yeah, the third party, right. That's like along the lines I was thinking, but I didn't know for sure. Yeah. That makes sense to have, yeah, someone that you trust and they trust to kind of sway them. Yeah, that makes sense. I get it. I get it. Yeah, and that's happening. That's happening. Flying monkeys are more game pieces than tools. Mhm. Yeah. Pigs is pigs, 51, 2023. Triangulation is a form of manipulation that involves using threats of exclusion or manipulation to divide and conquer others. It can be used by people with do you have the rest of it? I'm looking. I'll try to find it. All right. Going down here. All right, guys. That's what happens when I go into the start. Yeah. Yeah, she's doing lives again. Yeah, that's awesome. I remember averting my eyes when I was still in. I would see her videos pop up. Oh, I see what you're saying, right? Because she was an SP, right? Well, I'm glad you can listen to her now. That's sure. I have. I wouldn't worry about people on the replay. They can skip forward. Exactly. I love all the hellos. It's called connection. Keep doing what you're doing. Thank you, Have. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Stephanie East. I came from a cult similar to yours, so you definitely have a qualified opinion on this. Thank you. Well, we all have our experiences, and it's not just from Scientology or even my cult or cults in general that you can get that type of understanding. We say it all the time. Talking about abusive relationships, and I saw last night. I was watching that stream with Aaron, and I'm terrible with names. He had two first names. Something Ben John, was it? Ben John was talking about being in the cult of Cardone. It definitely was a cult, is a cult. And it's, an offshoot from Scientology. But yeah, MLMs can be a cult. Absolutely. Martha Simons, Osa can't go after everyone. Aaron has 225,000 subs. Yeah, I think he might even have more now. Scientology has maybe 25,000. Right. Yeah, do the math, right? Good luck, Osa, you dirty ducks. Yeah, exactly. Dirty duckies. And that's a good point too. I was thinking about that, and I'll be honest with you guys. I'm gonna say this. And when I say I'm gonna say this, I'm usually afraid of saying it, but I'm not afraid of saying it now. Was Last week I did a series of some pretty intense streams that I was talking about. It was after, before and after the stream that the interview that Miriam did with Miriam Francis did with Rabbit with Alex. And yeah, I'll be honest, when I came out in the morning, because usually, I go on in the morning and I started talking about these things, I got kinda nervous, honestly, because I was like, "Ugh," I'm naming names. I'm saying Mike Rinder, and I was scared because I really used to look up to him, and I kind of looked at him like a hero, and I was like, didn't want to, put a target on my back or anything or say anything wrong. But then, honestly, at the same time I was on, Nora went on. I guess I watched it later, but Natalie had spoke to it, and then it was like a chain reaction. And it's like, yeah, I thought of that. Even and we're not talking about, I'm not saying Mike's Osa, no, but I'm just saying that, there is a bit of I believe, this is my opinion, a controlled opposition when it comes, like Doug called it, when it comes to even supporting survivors and fighting Scientology, if you will. And I won't reiterate all my points, but if you haven't seen the streams that I've done with other guests as well, I did one with Liz Gale. I've done some with Liz Ferris on all these points. I did one on nonprofits in general and in specific the Aftermath Foundation with Poe the other night. And yeah, I don't I'm sure everything I say doesn't come out perfectly, and I'm not always right. I'm not saying I'm always right, but I'm just giving my input. Um and if people don't like my input, they don't have to watch me. I guess that's all I can say about that. And I'm open to changing my mind about things. I really am. And you know, one way or another, there's things, there's sometimes I say something that I feel like, sounds kind of harsh. And I'm like, yeah, that came out kind of harsh. And there's other things I say that sound a little bit too soft, and I want to say something. And I'll say this, when I say this, when I say I'll say this, yeah, I've been saying over and over and over, oh, I'm not saying anybody should should step down from the board. I'm not saying that, but I was thinking about it yesterday, and yeah, I am saying that. I'm saying that now. I don't want. I mean, I have no skin in this game, no dog in this fight, except that I want to see Scientology obviously stop abusing people. People can believe whatever they want as long as they're not inflicting it on children, right? And I want to see the survivors and the victims like Miriam, which there's lots of Miriams. I want to see them um be, have find healing and peace and justice. And I keep telling them, never shut up. You second gens, you third gens, never shut up. I have seen like a movement, and it's still to this day. There's some sneaky flying monkeys kind of skittering around trying to get people to shut up. Trying to was that third party thing that Bojo was talking about. Now, of course, I forget the name of it, but yeah, yeah, trying to pit people against each other, trying to, all the things that I discussed with you guys all in December. We did all, and I want to bring some of those concepts back, like about things like, self-doubt, things like, being true to yourself. I have a mug that says it. Things like trauma responses, right? We did one called the four F's of the F words, the four F words of trauma response, right? Flight, fright, flight, flight, freeze, or fawn, right? And yeah, those are responses that I've actually gone through and exhibited those all within 15 minutes at times. So I think part of the healing is also in the recovery is also understanding some of these reactions that we can have. So Dina, yes, great chance. No more cover-ups. You can't shut us up. I like that. Yes. Never shut up. Bridget, right, Marilyn? I will never stop talking and sharing the dangers of a cult. Exactly. Yeah. And unfortunately, for what I, unfortunately, there are some cult behaviors that we're seeing, and when you're in charge of a large uh, public charity and not answering or responding to the questions of legitimate, respectful questions of people like John Poe, who's been frozen out. He hasn't gotten an answer. I haven't gotten an answer on several respectful attempts. Yeah, I'm going to get a little more feisty and a little more forceful. And yeah, where are the answers? Is the answer that one letter with the fleas and the dogs? You're going to just call names again? Like, that just doesn't make any sense. And, there have to be answers forthcoming at some point. And, people can tell me, stop harping on it. Stop harping on it. No, I'm not going to stop harping on it um, because it's not fixed. It's not fixed. And there's a lot of there's a lot of stakeholder public funds that are being sat on, and they should be doing what their mission says. I love how, when I say I love how, it means I don't. I'm being sarcastic. Sorry guys, but when the people that don't want you to ask questions are saying, you're focusing on the wrong thing. You should be fighting Scientology. You should be doing this. You shouldn't be asking questions. And they're sending flying monkeys to, quote, handle you. What are they focusing on? They're not focusing on fighting Scientology. They're focusing on fighting their critics. So are we the pot or the kettle? So that's my spiel about that. That is my spiel about that. Okay. Just learn some things. Mastiff Mom, hello. Oh, thank you for the super chat. I rewatched Miriam's Aftermath episode and I paid special attention to Rinder's demeanor. It was odd and cringy to me. It was odd and cringy to me, but maybe that's because now I know what I didn't know then. Yeah. I do remember him saying, and I remember at the time how I felt about it was that he said, "Oh, I sent your mom to anybody said I didn't know that she had children, and Leah's like you would have given a F, and he said, "Yeah, I probably wouldn't have because of the brainwashing." But looking at it in hindsight, there are consequences and some responsibility, for that. And, you know, I don't know what he knows. I don't know what he knew. I don't know if he knew he had children. That her mom had children. Um, Miriam thinks that he did know. Um, I have heard him say many times, oh, many different people, I didn't know they had children. I've heard a lot of the OGs say, I didn't know Bob Ferris had a child. I didn't know this one had a child. I didn't know well, that one had a child. I don't know. I don't know. I have heard people that know, how things work at the top echelons and saying that with all the security checks and all that, it's very hard to believe that these executives didn't know everything about, these people, that they didn't know that they had children. But, I can't really speak to that because I don't know for sure. So yeah, poet, you never know, they might be waiting for all of this to blow over. Right. I could see for a certain amount, but, I don't think it's gonna blow over until there's a little bit of honesty, and, if all they do is attack and call names when they do speak out, that's not really letting it blow over, that's kind of making it worse, I think. That's just my opinion. So Hippie Chick 69. As the days go on here and more stuff happens, the deafening silence from Mike Rinder um, uh, continues to chip away at the Aftermath Foundation's credibility. They're going to completely destroy it, which is a shame. Yeah, well, yeah, I can totally see what you're saying. I I can kinda separate the 2 in my mind. I do agree that the reputation and the credibility, and that's something I've been harping on. I've been accused of harping on stuff. Yeah, because I harp on it because it's something that I focused on, when I, was co-founding not my nonprofit, but the nonprofit that I, am on the board of. And yeah, optics and reputation and trust are paramount. They really are. And I know that's been lost, but I can separate the board from the actual entity, which is the Aftermath Foundation itself, you know. And I'm hoping that it does. Um, it does still, keep going. And it has, and I'm not, again, I just keep putting my disclaimers out. I'm not taking away anything that they've done, that's good, that the Aftermath Foundation has done. They've helped a lot of people. And that's why we gave our money and support and volunteer and everything to that. So yeah, I hope that things will recover. I never I like to think positive, it's like I don't think it's ever too late to at least extend an olive branch, and I think one basic thing would be stop the name calling. That's it, you know. Have. I still watch people I don't really like. I take in all information so I can make my own decisions. Nobody tells this big mama what to believe. Exactly. I may not like or subscribe to somebody. Listen, I do too. I absolutely do too. I did yesterday. And I can what they say glean. I can take the kind of sift it out and take things for myself. And I don't always agree with all the creators that I'm friends with, you know? And I think that's healthy. That's healthy. And I know that several of the some of the second gens have been bringing up like, oh, being accused of being, um, kind of a yes man for Aaron. And we kind of have this joke. Me and Liz Gale, she's like, yeah, we boss him around. I'm like, yeah, that's kind of true. Like he would, he wouldn't tell me. I mean, not that he would even care who I interview or whatever, but I'd just be like, oh, shut up, Aaron. He doesn't scare me. Not at all. Amy Lee SP, I love your input. Sympathy isn't allowed in Scientology. I think Scientology victims in particular really appreciate your sympathy and empathy. Yeah. And compassion. Yeah, I really appreciate that. And I feel that about so many of you that we there are a lot of empaths here. And that's something that really is lacking in cults in general. Mine too. It was like all for the cause, suffering was good, inflicting suffering on people, not, not giving them any, compassion or sympathy because like, "This is good for them. It's good for them," which is a bunch of bull. And even how they treat children, you know? I gotta call you something else. It's not comment. As a never in, I see so many parallels to my abusive childhood and later marriage. Trauma bonds and is certain kind of healing for many of us to be active here. Yeah. Yeah, I really do wanna go back and take some more of those concepts that we were kind of looking at in November and December and really more deep dives on those. 'Cause I feel like, just talking it out with all of you, just here on the lives here, really helps me, and I hope it helps you too, because I really do, value your input. I really do. Okay, Stay Spirit, heck yeah, you're saying that they need to step down and sort out their shit over, the Aftermath Foundation. Yeah, at the very least, I think that, yeah, I think Mike Rinder I mean, if Aaron was a liability, then what's Mike Rinder? Also a liability. Let's not be hypocrites. And I think having, 3 couples on the board, at the very least, I would say, that the couples should have, 1 vote per couple, and that's not unheard of. That's pretty customary when you have couples on a board. So Martha Simons, yes, Marilyn, there's definitely a controlled opposition. Thing is, we are free thinkers, and if people are willing to change, I am willing to reevaluate, verify, then trust. Yep, I agree with that. I definitely agree with that. Hi, sweetheart. Sending love to you. Lurker. Are you lurking, girl? You getting some stuff done? Oh, she said hi earlier. Oh, here we go. She did talk. Hey, helicopter. Our quote, never in allies are so important to this movement. Your support gives us bravery. Your support allows us to keep going, even when we are re traumatized in the X community. We'll never shut up. That's right. That's right. And this, this girl right here is a big reason why I stay and I won't. So. So, oh, someone sending me a picture. I think a viewer. Let's see. I'm not encouraging it though, because guys, I'm terrible at multitasking. So, oh, screenshot. Okay, let's see. Those are funny. Okay, I might have to do that another day. 'Cause I do have some pictures to show you. Um, I just want to make sure I didn't miss. Yeah. So I'll have to go through. Yeah, if you have any more questions or comments, could you just put them in all caps? Because 'Cause I'm just having a hard time. I don't wanna pop up things that are, like, in the middle of a conversation. I've made that mistake before. Definitely. Hippie Chick 69, they think they can pick on Mindy, but look how fast everyone rushed to defend and protect her when she was assaulted. Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. I agree with that. Yeah. Creepy bee. Hey, creepy bee. I love how thank you. Thank you always for the space you provide. And thank you for being here. And I think that we have a safe space and I want to keep it that way. Definitely want to. And I really value and love your input as well. So just going down. Izzy, hey Izzy E. Anyone in position of leadership should be comfortable with questions. It's the nature of the beast. Success is the best place to hide. So we should be comfortable and be able to be asking questions. I absolutely agree with that. Yep. Yeah. Because guess what? We're not a cult. We're not a cult anymore, guys. Definitely not. So, just going down. Okay. Dawned on me. In my opinion, if Scientology loses its tax exemption, it might cut down child abuse. But just like all of the churches that also have questionable teachings, it still remains harmful. Yeah. And again, it's like I don't think that I don't know how to even say this is like it would be really hard to put in, laws in place that because of the whole religious freedom thing. But um, again, I let's see if I have this. Do I have it? Yes, I do. Um, this is a religious book. This is from the same cult that the Duggars came from, that I came from, partially, and this was our child training Bible. This should be illegal, and I feel like anyone that practices this should be arrested. They really should. So, in the name of religion, yeah, I think that certain things, if if adults wanna consensually hit each other, I don't know. I'm sorry I'm laughing, guys, but, what I guess what I'm saying is consenting adults can believe whatever crap they want, right? But don't harm the children. Yeah. But yeah, I'm glad that the TikTokers and the hip hoppers and the cock blockers and all the whatever rockers that they can stand in front of those and shut down those things. The pearl snappies of the world, I love you because you can shout from the rooftops. I wish I could. No one's gonna hear me in the holler that Scientology, it's a cult. 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 So I love it. I love the passion and the momentum. Yeah. Okay. I wish I could read everything, guys. You guys have so much great input. Unstable datum. Sometimes it is hard because there is a tension between medical honesty and not jumping to speculative conclusions, right? Not talking about Rinder, but when I see someone suspicious, I'm not, but I'm not sure. Right. Right. And even if my spidey senses are tingling, I don't, I usually just sit on it and I don't say anything because if I don't have a basis of it, I don't say anything, Um unless like if it's, a family member like that guy looks a little creepy, but yeah, I totally agree with what you're saying. Definitely. You got to be careful not to jump to conclusions right away. So, Farah Lunaris, hey there. The squeaky wheel gets the grease. Keep talking, never be silent. Yes, I agree with that. Absolutely. Never shut up. Never shut up. Oh, from a poet. They're focusing on themselves, right? Instead of focusing on fighting Scientology. I think that's what you meant. Yeah. Sophia, it's such a weird concept to be supposed to dress up the truth in roses to sound nicer. It's the truth. If a truth isn't nice, someone had the chance to have created a nicer truth and didn't. Yeah, the truth hurts sometimes, doesn't it? I think that's what you're saying. I have a Yeah, I have a hard time, I don't know. I told you guys I'm not a great reader. So, yeah, I don't always understand. If I read it like 3 times, I probably understand better. But yeah. Yes. Dra yeah, dragon mad. It's okay to say no, no comment. Right, right. But to call people names is uncalled for. Exactly. Yeah, just say no comment. I think the best response would been no response at all, right? Absolutely. Tina McBride. Hey, Tina. Been watching this for years and years and always couldn't get it out of my mind that there was something off. Yeah. I hear you there. Definitely hear you. Okay. Unstable Dana. Jerry Armstrong has been saying this forever, and it seems like he was ostracized for it. Yeah. Whew. I'm gonna say this, guys. I'm gonna say this. I've talked to some old timers, and young timers that have been around, um, even longer than some of the old timers, and there is a consensus that if anyone mentions Jerry Armstrong, it's like, "Ooh." If everyone mentions all of a sudden, it's like, "Wah!" And there seems to be flying monkeys come out and all the handlings and the weirdness, and yeah, yeah, it gets really weird. It gets really, really weird. So, we'll see. Stay tuned for that. Also, I did speak with Gabrielle, Toth on a stream the other day. She mentioned him several times. She is friends with him. She has talked to him or talks to him, and she mentioned some things. So, if you want to go back and watch that, probably about halfway through the stream, she starts talking about the controlled opposition, you know, hypothesis, situation, possible situation, and gives her opinion, and also talks about the Jerry Armstrong situation. Yeah, that he was a archivist, I think, and he knows a lot and knew a lot and still does. And he was written off as a fruitcake and is crazy, but she said he's not. He's not a fruitcake. So I you know, I would tend to believe that he's not, because she's not the only one that's told me that he's not a fruitcake. So Jennifer, honey, hey Jennifer, I know that they can be more transparent without giving away who they're helping. Yes, they are not, and it does bother me. Yeah, I agree with that, and I also, and yeah, how they structure the board really has nothing to do with the confidentiality of who they're helping, and you know, man, it just seems so wrong for them to be calling people names, especially the people that they've vowed to help. And again, go back to the mission statement. That's something that every, community class I've taken, volunteer class, and community course I've taken has said, in the nonprofit sector, that you you're dealing with a vulnerable population in a public charity. Like I can't imagine calling my fire, my fellow fire survivors names and ignoring them, or refusing to help them, or freezing them out, or not having trauma. I'm sorry guys, I'm getting emotional, but not having compassion, you know? Um I'll tell you something that happened last year. Um I had one of our survivors lost some fur babies, quite a few of them, and was so distraught. I went to visit them, and it was a woman, small person, probably 10 or 15 years younger than me. Um, she jumped in my lap. She just was so distraught, and I just held her. I held her in my lap, and that's all we could do. That's all I could do was just hold her. And I saw her and she was in shock. She was in absolute shock, because can you imagine losing everything overnight and losing all of your precious fur babies all at once? And I didn't know if she remembered it, because it was just so traumatic and everything. And I saw her at a restaurant about a month after that. And she said, "You're the lady who I jumped in your lap." And now we're friends. We're friends. And yeah, I just said that to just say that I'm not saying I could see someone. Well, Claire's not a very, she's a small person too, but I could see, she's a compassionate person. She has just definitely some issues. She can be very hard and harsh, I believe. No, I don't believe, that's my opinion. I've seen it. But I think that the board needs to be more trauma informed and more compassionate, and stop trying to protect Mike Rinder, because he's just one person. So that's all I got to say about that. So, burnt biscuit. Oh, good to see you. Okay, well, our biscuit's gonna stop burning soon, because I'm gonna get down to the end of this. Hopefully, this chat. Sorry if I've missed anybody. So, yeah. Um, I'll try to pick up some more, and then I want to show you some of the pictures that I got from all y'all. some of your fur babies and some projects you're working on. And please, you can email me. I put it in the description of the video. My email address is just coffeecultsandcrafts@gmail.com, and email me, and I will try to get as many of your pictures up. I would say, like, just try not to send me more than 2 at a time because I want to get, and please send me your YouTube handle, because I had some people that emailed me with their real name, and I didn't recognize the name. So I don't want to put any real names out that aren't, already out there, like, Tina McBride. Tina McBride, right? But and you guys know my real name, but I don't know if that's your real name, Tina McBride. But sorry to blow up your spot there, but you know what I mean. Just let me know who you are, because I don't necessarily know who you are. So we got uh Jaraz 616. Jaraz 16, ready to see you. Welcome. If people disagree with someone, they can respectfully give their viewpoint and or constructive criticism. No one has to insult people that they don't agree with. Yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, I as far as the name calling, don't you learn that in kindergarten? Keep your hands to yourself and don't call names. Be nice. You have to be a friend to make a friend, right? Gretchen, hey, Gretchen only. Not Dr. Gretchen, Gretchen only. Why wouldn't Mike Rinder question if she had children? Which part does one excuse because they are indoctrinated? And which part does one hold another accountable for his or her actions? And that is the $65 million question. Yes. Having been in a cult myself, I know that there's something called what Yanya Lalich, the one of the cult experts that we've seen on many of the documentaries, would call moral injury. And it's basically making people, victimizing them and turning them into victimizers, right? Into perpetrators. And a lot of people that join cults, I'm not talking about people born in or second gens, but people that join cults are empathic people, very empathic. They want to help, right? So there that becomes weaponized, and they basically will reprogram you, break you down, or reprogram you and turn you into an abuser. Does that excuse the person? No, I don't think so. No, because you still have a choice. I mean, I was in fear. I was brainwashed. Um, and I allowed my children to be abused, especially my older mom, my daughter. And I allowed them to say terrible things about her, to cast demons out of her, to call her basically a harlot, a Jezebel at 7 years old. That was disgusting. And I was totally in the wrong. And my kids they've um, forgiven me, and I've forgiven myself, but it's still to this day makes me upset about it that I did that. Um, is there any excuse? Oh, Marlene made me do it. The devil made me do it. Osa made me do it. This one, Miscavige made me do it. No, no. And I think if I was to write a book about it, I wouldn't just talk about mostly things that Marlene did to me. I would also hope that I would talk about my part in it and what I did to others and make it right. And I'm just saying that the books I've read at the time, I was like, oh, these poor people, these poor people, these poor people. And, David Miscavige is such a jerk, but they were kind of jerks too. They were jerks too. And I don't know. I mean, I personally don't wanna hold them accountable, but I am behind the people that feel like they haven't had closure, and they haven't, been able to speak their truth and to hold the people accountable that, either knew about their abuse or inflicted it upon them. And I don't think that these, survivors who have, finally been able to feel like they can come out and talk about things. I don't think that they should have to go to their former abusers or people that were complicit in their abuse or knew about their abuse, to go to them to ask for aid that um, doesn't belong to them. It's public funds. The Aftermath Foundation is a public charity, and I don't know. I might get some crap for saying that, and I'm gonna keep harping on it until something changes, until I see something change, because it's just not right. So, that's how I feel about that. So, I'm just going down the list. Sorry if I missed anything. Bridget Harrison. Question, Marilyn, if the aftermath gets destroyed, who gets the leftover funds? Good question. Yeah, so if a nonprofit dissolves, they'd have to do it legally, whoever is on the board at the time, and if no one else takes over as board members and, keeps it going, then it would, go into a fund and have to be donated to another nonprofit, preferably something that was similar. So, yeah, that's how that happens. So, that's what happens. Um Amy Lee SP. When people think of the Aftermath Foundation, people think of Mike Render. Yeah. No, he doesn't own it. Nobody owns it. If anybody's face of it, it should be people that they've helped that have come forward, like Rosemary Brown and like, Serge Obelinsky, people like that. No one owns it. I don't know who he is. He wrote a letter to Chris Shelton and read it out on the internet. Who we talking about? Um, yeah, now I'm nosy. Um, okay. Kathy Mitchell. Hey, Kathy. Great to see you. I think I'm most surprised, or should I say disappointed, by the silence of Amy. I hate to be let down by people. Yeah. I said this the other day. I mean, I can only speculate. I'm sure I mean, who wants to be involved in this, right? She was probably like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa, whoa." I can't pretend to know her. I think she seems like a very sincere person. I know that she's a born again Christian, and I know a lot of born again Christians. I guess I was one. I don't know, but my two younger adopted sisters are, and they really are decent people. They're more mainstream born again Christians. Um, they're not culty, super culty or anything, but they really believe that, um, God, like, it's a personal relationship, and I've heard Amy say this. So, if that's true, if she really feels like, her, and I don't even think she likes to say religion, because her faith, her conviction, her beliefs are a personal relationship with God, then Jesus is supposed to live in your heart. Um, Jesus hates lying, so maybe she's just being quiet because Jesus hates lying. And she loves Jesus. And, I think that, you know, in that case, I think Jesus would trump whatever, come first before what Mike Rinder thinks. And that might not be the case, but that's just a thought. Just a thought that might be true. Yeah, who wrote to Chris Shelton? I'm a little confused about that. Yeah, yeah. Janet, even if Mike Rinder apologized sincerely to her and spoke with her, that would be a good start. Right, right. And even if he didn't know that her mom had children or didn't see things, he could just say, "Listen, look me in the eye and like be like, I'm so sorry that, I honestly I wish I had something to give you, but I just don't know." Like in a very humble way and a sincere way. But it's just silence and just I guess what bothers me the most is the disdain, the contempt, the condescension. That's not how you handle cold survivors and child SA victims, and, uh, 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 like, he should be off the board at the very least. Yeah, and he's on the board of Child USA, which, you know, I don't know much about it, but I know it's the same type of thing. It's, Child USA helps children that, trafficking, child SA victims. It provides education and support. I don't know. I just don't think it doesn't make any sense. It really doesn't. Okay, I'm going to have to if I didn't get to your comment or your question, oh, Aaron's picking up Reese at the airport. All right, nice. Sounds good. Burnt biscuit. I think it helps to talk it out. I'm feeling less burnt in between the battles. That's good. I'm glad. I'm too long in the oven. I always love to hear from you, burnt biscuit. Always love to hear from you. I don't have my burnt biscuit cup today, but I do have my Rodney cup. Pay attention, guys. I had no idea what that was gonna look like when I drank out of it. When I designed it, oh my god. I like it even more now. I think it's hilarious. I can deal with it. I can deal with it. Yeah, there's so many good comments, guys. I should wind down now, but you guys are fantastic. If there's anything I didn't get to, please put it in the comments. I just want to share these pictures. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Let me put this up. This is a good one. Lexi Evans comment. It's so hard for me to understand where people lose compassion, especially when people know exactly where the pain is sourced from. Yeah, exactly. That they should understand because they've been there, you know? Brenda, I agree the attacking is what is hard to take. Can't blame people overly of trying to stay out of jail, but don't be mean to victims at the very least. Yeah, change your tactic. Be a little nicer. Don't call them names. Just say no comment. Just say no comment. You know, agree with that totally. So let me share these pictures. I gotta get my little cheat sheet here. I'm gonna try to make sure I get the right names. All right. Let's see. And then if I'm showing someone's pictures and they are, let me just fix this 1 second. Um and they're not here, they can see it on the replay. So let's do this. All right. Oop, sorry guys. Okay. I'll share screen. Here we go. Marilyn, he points right between your eyes. I know. I know. I see him riding the goldenrod. I'm probably gonna get demonetized for that. Oopsies. Oops. Sorry. Okay. Yeah, she's been silent for a long time. Yeah, I know. That's rough. Yeah. Not great, is it? Okay. These precious puppies are underneath the tree here. Let's see. They belong to Ocean Girl 81, one of our viewers, one of our friends, and they are Bailey, uh, is it Kida, Kida, and Remy. Aren't they precious? I think they're so cute. I love them. They're just awesome. All right, let me do another one. I got another picture from Ocean Girl 81. They're so cute. This is I said they could send some crafts in too, and these are acorns. It looks like some kind of like blown glass or something. I'll have to look back and see what they are, but I know they're acorns. Those are beautiful. Love, love, love that. Okay, and then the next one is from a I always mess up the name, but is it Aysun? So Asun K. This is she does doll art. Isn't that beautiful? Like that's the real, and that's the art that she does. Those are gorgeous. Such talented people, really talented people. Let me just make sure that's working. Okay. Just want to make sure it was working. All right. And then here's our kitty, and our kitty's name is Blackie. So cute. So cute. So cute. So cute. And next, I don't know if our friend Poet is still in here, Ryan. And correct me if I'm wrong, Poet, is this Phil? We have Phil. Look at him. So cute. And George. George, he really knows how to relax. Oh, he reminds me so much of my fur babies. They really know how to relax. And okay, so next we have Nico, one of our viewers. This is Lilith in that skull. Lilith is a big snake. Look at Lilith. Can you see that? She's kind of blending into the little kiddie pool, but that's Lilith. And next is our friend and, Maud, Miss Sunrise Dawn. This is Jasper, her doggy. Look at his eyes, those puppy dog eyes. And this is Boots. Look at the face on Boots. I just love it. Love it. And Miss Sunrise Dawn sent me a whole bunch more pictures, and I'll try to get to those on another day. But I hope you enjoyed that, guys. And you can you can send me some pictures if you want, and I will try to get some up. So making dolls is my passion. Those are gorgeous. Those are beautiful. Sunrise Dawn, yes. Yeah. Yeah. So it was great hanging out with you guys. I'm glad we ended on a positive note. So stay tuned for tomorrow. We hopefully will be having a very special guest. Hopefully we'll be having Dianetics. Dianetics is hopefully going to be joining us. And yeah, I can't wait to hear what Marisa has to say. She has so much to say. If you haven't checked out her videos or been watching, her videos or subscribed to her channel, it's at Dianetics. It's DIA two N's at Diane, yeah, and then Edix ETEX, I believe. Yeah, so check her out. It's definitely has a lot to say and to contribute. So all right, everybody, I will see you later. And if anybody has any questions or comments, you can leave it in the comment section. You can always email me at Coffee Cults and Crafts, and I will see you soon. Bye. See you later.